Hello guys! Welcome to Code and Chill, where we turn ideas into amazing digital experiences. In today's video, I'll show you how to build a sleek, fully responsive portfolio website using React, Tailwind CSS, the elegant Poppins Google font, and the dynamic animations of Framer Motion. And here's the exciting part, we won't just stop at building it. I'll walk you through deploying this portfolio live on the web using GitHub Actions, automating the entire deployment process like a pro. Whether you're on a phone, tablet, or desktop, this portfolio will shine across all screen sizes, making it perfect for showcasing your work to the world. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's create a portfolio that not only looks amazing, but works seamlessly anywhere. Alright, let's dive in. We're going to use Vite to kickstart our project. It's fast, efficient, and perfect for modern React applications. First, we'll run a simple command to set things up. Instead of using the default project name, we'll replace my project with a dot to create the project in the current folder, which we'll name My Portfolio. Then, we'll select React and JavaScript as our framework and language of choice. Now, let's move on to the next step. First, we'll run the second command, npm install dtailwind posts autoprefixer. Copy and paste it into your terminal. This will take a little while as it installs the necessary dependencies for Tailwind CSS. Once that's done, we'll use the next command, npx tailwind init. This will generate two important files, tailwind.config.js and posts.config.js. Next, we'll configure Tailwind by adding the paths to all of our template files in the tailwind.config.js file. This step ensures Tailwind knows where to look for the HTML structure. Finally, we'll add the Tailwind CSS directives to our CSS file. Open /src/index.css and include the @Tailwind directives for the base, components, and utilities layers. With that, our Tailwind setup will be complete. Once we're done setting up Tailwind, it's time to clean up and add a personal touch. First, let's delete the app.css file, clear out everything in the assets folder, and remove all the contents of the public folder. Next, we'll integrate the Poppins font from Google Fonts. Head over to fonts.google.com, search for Poppins, and select it. Then, click on Get Font, grab the embedded code, and paste it into the head section of our HTML file. While we're in the HTML file, let's also update the title to John Doe, or any name you prefer. Now, let's open app.jsx and clear out all its existing content. We'll add a simple div displaying "Hello there, Code and Chill" to ensure everything is working properly. Add the class names text 3XL and font bold to style the text using Tailwind. Finally, to test everything, run the command npm run dev in your terminal. This will start the development server. Open your browser, and you should see your styled text, confirming that Tailwind CSS and the Poppins font are set up correctly. Let's enhance the styling of our app by modifying the app.jsx file. First, we'll include a div to add a stunning background gradient that spans the entire screen. This will create a fixed, full-screen radial gradient, giving our design a vibrant and dynamic look. Next, we'll introduce a main div to serve as a container for all our components. Our first component will be the navbar. To create it, navigate to the src folder, create a new folder named Components, and inside that folder, add a new file called navbar.jsx. To save time, I used the raf snippet to quickly generate a functional component. If you don't have this snippet installed, you can add it by searching for the ES7 Plus React Redux/React Native Snippets extension in Visual Studio Code. In the navbar.jsx file, add a simple div with a class name of TextWhite to style the text. Then, return to the app.jsx file and import the navbar component at the top. Save all your changes, and you should see the word navbar in white displayed at the top of your screen, confirming everything is working perfectly. Next, we'll install a couple of essential packages to enhance our project. First, we'll install React Icons to easily add beautiful icons to our app. Then, we'll install Framer Motion for smooth and engaging animations. I'd also like to mention that you can find all my code in my GitHub repository. The link is provided in the description box below. Feel free to check it out if you'd like to follow along or use it as a reference. Finally, I'll quickly show you where I got the code for the background div, so you can understand and customize it as needed. Now, let's check out the final navbar we've created. It's fully responsive, allowing users to toggle it open and close seamlessly. The navbar includes links to all the key sections of the portfolio and social media profiles. Plus, we've added a download link for the CV directly from the public folder. Here's the code we implemented. As always, you can find the full code in my GitHub repository, link in the description below. In the navbar code, we start with a list of menu items and social links. For the icons, we used React icons, which makes it super easy to add customizable icons. We also included an environment variable to dynamically link the CV PDF. The navbar includes functions to render the menu items and social icons. We've styled them with Tailwind CSS for a clean, modern look. To handle responsiveness, we used conditional rendering for the desktop and mobile menus, ensuring the layout adjusts perfectly to any screen size. You can see how the menu items and social icons are rendered dynamically based on the screen size. Finally, I updated the title and included a background gradient for a visually appealing design. Make sure to check out the code in the repository for all the details and feel free to customize it to suit your needs. Let's take things up a notch by adding a personal touch to our portfolio. First, we'll include a profile picture in the public folder. We'll use this in our next component, hero.jsx, to create an engaging hero section. The hero component features a welcoming image, title, description, and more. In app.jsx, we've updated the main div to include a flex layout using Tailwind CSS classes. This ensures the content is perfectly centered and responsive across all devices. Finally, we import the hero component into the main file to bring it all together. Here's how it looks. The hero section includes an animated profile picture using Framer Motion, making the design more dynamic. We've also styled the title and description with a gradient effect, giving it a modern and polished appearance. Let's move on to the next exciting section of our profile, the technology section. Here, we showcase our skills and tools in an engaging and visually appealing way. To build this, we've added two components, tech.jsx and reveal.jsx. In the tech.jsx component, we've created a structured list of our skills, categorized into frontend, backend, and infrastructure and collaboration. Each skill includes its name, a colorful icon, and additional styling for an interactive look. We've used libraries like React Icons to bring in vibrant icons for technologies such as React, Docker, Java, and more. These skills are dynamically rendered using the .map method for flexibility and maintainability. To enhance interactivity, we've introduced reveal.jsx, a utility component that uses Framer Motion to add smooth animations. This brings the section to life as elements fade and slide into view as users scroll, creating a seamless and engaging experience. Now, we are moving on to the next section of our profile, which showcases the projects we've worked on. As you can see, we've listed some of the key projects, complete with images, titles, descriptions, and links to their GitHub repositories and live websites. To start, we've added all the project images in the public folder of the project, and then imported them into our projects.jsx file. Each project is represented with an image, a title, a short description, and two important links, one to the project's GitHub repository and the other to the live website or demo. We used our custom reveal component again to animate the section. The projects are displayed in a clean and organized way using a flex layout that switches between a 2-column or 1-column view depending on the screen size. The images are clickable, and when hovered, they provide a smooth zoom-in effect to catch the viewer's attention. This section allows you to explore the technologies and solutions we've built, with easy access to the code and live examples. Now, let's dive into the contact section. Here, we've added a simple Contact Me button. When clicked, it opens the default email app, ready to send a message. You can easily customize the email with your address to ensure smooth communication. To add a bit of fun, we've included an interactive cartoon image. Hovering over it adds some dynamic effects to make the page more engaging. This section makes it super easy for users to reach out, while keeping the design clean and interactive. Now, let's walk through the deployment process using GitHub Actions. First, ensure you have access to the vite.config.js file in your project. In this file, add the base property and set it to the name of your repository. Make sure to include a trailing / e.g., /myportfolio/. Next, create a folder named .github/workflows in your project. Inside this folder, create a new file called deployment.yml. You can find the code for this deployment configuration in my GitHub repository. Once the file is set up, commit your changes. Now, go to the settings of your repository. Under the Actions tab, click on General, scroll to the bottom, and enable read and write permissions for actions. Make sure to hit Save after this. At this point, you'll see that the deployment process is running. After a while, it might fail. If it does, simply click on Rerun Job to retry. Once the deployment completes successfully, go to Settings Pages in your repository. Under Branch, select GH Pages and click Save. Wait for the deployment to finish, and you'll have access to your live portfolio. That's it for today. We've successfully built our portfolio using React, Vite, and Tailwind CSS, and then we deployed it using GitHub Actions. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and give the repository a star on GitHub. It helps a lot. For any questions, issues, or if you need any clarifications, feel free to reach out, I'm here to help. This was my first video, so expect more tutorials like this in the future. Thanks for watching, and happy coding!